to study our glorious Shastras together. Sure, those who are regular, they are also getting some benefit. We are here to invoke the Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana, Kripa, as well as the cooperation from the world around for us to focus on our inner Vyaktitva Vikasa so that our outer life and Adhyatmika Jivana Sadhana are truly fulfilling, evolving, and rewarding. Few things we are doing every day: Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana, common sense thought, our Sankalpas, then Shanti Mantra, Upanishad Mantra, and Upanishad Adhyayana. Here we are today in our first of the Veda Parayanam. We will do our Narayana Upanishad. Take out that one. Let us chant together. Om Atha Veda Parayanam Atha Narayanopanishad Shanti Mantraha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Atha Purusho Havai Narayano Kamayata Prajasrujayeti. Om Atha Purusho Vai Narayano Kamayata Prajasrujayeti. Narayanat Prano Jayate. Narayanat Prano Jayate. Manas Sarvendriyani Cha. Manas Sarvendriyani Cha. Kham Vayurjyotirapa Prithvi Vishwasya Dharini. Kham Vayurjyotirapa Prithvi Vishwasya Dharini. Narayanat Brahma Jayate. Narayanat Brahma Jayate. Narayanat Rudro Jayate. Narayanat Rudro Jayate. Narayanadindro Jayate. Narayanadindro Jayate. Narayanat Prajapatayah Prajayante. Narayanat Prajapatayah Prajayante. Narayanat Dvadashaditya Rudra Vasavas Sarvani Cha Chandagamse. Narayanat Dvadashaditya Rudra Vasavas Sarvani Cha Chandagamse. Narayana Deva Samutpadyante. Narayana Deva Samutpadyante. Narayane Pravartante. Narayane Pravartante. Narayane Praliyante. Narayane Praliyante. Om Atha Nityo Narayanah. Om Atha Nityo Narayanah. Brahma Narayanah. Brahma Narayanah. Shivascha Narayanah. Shivascha Narayanah. Shakrascha Narayanah. Shakrascha Narayanah. Dyava Prithivyav Cha Narayanah. Dyava Prithivyav Cha Narayanah. Adhascha Narayanah. Adhascha Narayanah. Antarbahishcha Kalascha Narayanah. Kalascha Narayanah. Dishascha Narayanah. Dishascha Narayanah. Urdhvascha Narayanah. Urdhvascha Narayanah. Adhascha Narayanah. Adhascha Narayanah. Antarbahishcha Narayanah. Antarbahishcha Narayanah. Narayana evedagam sarvam. Narayana evedagam sarvam. Yadbhutam yaccha bhavyam. Yadbhutam yaccha bhavyam. Nishkalo niranjano nirvikalpo nirakhyatah. Nishkalo niranjano nirvikalpo nirakhyatah. Shuddho deva eko narayanah. Shuddho deva eko narayanah. न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित् न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित् य एवं वेद स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति ओमित्यग्रे व्याहरेत् ओमित्यग्रे व्याहरेत् नम इति पश्चात् नम इति पश्चात् नारायणायेत्युपरिष्टात् नारायणायेत्युपरिष्टात् ओमित्येकाक्षरम् ओमित्येकाक्षरम् नम इति द्वे अक्षरे नम इति द्वे अक्षरे नारायणायेति पञ्चाक्षराणि नारायणायेति पञ्चाक्षराणि एतद्वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदम् एतद्वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदम् यो ह वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदमध्येते यो ह वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदमध्येति अनबभ्रुवः सर्वमायुरेति अनबभ्रुवः सर्वमायुरेति विन्दते प्राजापत्यगम् विन्दते प्राजापत्यगम् रायस्पोषङ्गौपत्यं रायस्पोषङ्गौपत्यं ततोऽमृतत्वमश्नुते ततोऽमृतत्वमश्नुते ततोऽमृतत्वमश्नुत इति ततोऽमृतत्वमश्नुत इति प्रत्यगानन्दं ब्रह्मपुरुषं प्रणवस्वरूपं प्रत्यगानन्दं ब्रह्मपुरुषं प्रणवस्वरूपम् अकार उकारमकार इति अकार उकारमकार इति तानेकधा समभरत् तदेतदोमिति तानेकधा समभरत् तदेतदोमिति यमुक्त्वा मुच्यते योगी जन्म संसारबन्धनात् यमुक्त्वा मुच्यते योगी जन्म संसारबन्धनात् ॐ नमो नारायणायेति मन्त्रोपासकः ॐ नमो नारायणायेति मन्त्रोपासकः वैकुण्ठभुवनलोकं गमिष्यति वैकुण्ठभुवनलोकं गमिष्यति तदिदं परं पुण्डरीकं विज्ञानघनं तदिदं परं पुण्डरीकं विज्ञानघनं तस्मात् तदिदावन्मात्रं ब्रह्मण्यो देवकी पुत्रो ब्रह्मण्यो मधुसूदनोम ब्रह्मण्यो देवकी पुत्रो ब्रह्मण्यो मधुसूदनोम सर्वभूतस्थमेकं नारायणं सर्वभूतस्थमेकं नारायणं कारणरूपमकार परब्रह्मोम कारणरूपमकार परब्रह्मोम एतदथर्वशिरो योधीते प्रातरधीयानो एतदथर्वशिरो योधीते प्रातरधीयानो रात्रिकृतं पापन्नाशयति रात्रिकृतं पापन्नाशयति सायमधीयानो दिवसकृतं पापन्नाशयति दिवसकृतं पापन्नाशयति माध्यन्दिनमादित्याभिमुखो धीयानः माध्यन्दिनमादित्याभिमुखो धीयानः पञ्चपातकोपपातकात् प्रमुच्यते पञ्चपातकोपपातकात् प्रमुच्यते सर्ववेदपारायणपुण्यं लभते सर्ववेदपारायणपुण्यं लभते नारायणसायुज्यमवाप्नोति 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 य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषद ॐ शान्तिः 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 Beautiful Upanishad it is. Try to learn it or chant whenever time is there. Om Athanarayanopaniषद Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om अथ पुरुषो ह वै नारायणो कामयत प्रजासृजेयेते नारायणात् प्राणो जायते मनः सर्वेन्द्रियाणि च खं वायुर्ज्योतिरापः पृथिवी विश्वस्य धारिणी नारायणात् ब्रह्मा जायते नारायणात् रुद्रो जायते नारायणादिन्द्रो जायते नारायणात् प्रजापतयः प्रजायन्ते नारायणात् द्वादशादित्या रुद्रा वसवः सर्वाणि च छन्दागंसे नारायणादेव समुत्पद्यन्ते नारायणे प्रवर्तन्ते नारायणे प्रलीयन्ते ॐ अथ नित्यो नारायणः ब्रह्मा नारायणः शिवश्च नारायणः शक्रश्च नारायणः द्यावा पृथिव्यौ च नारायणः कालश्च नारायणः दिशश्च नारायणः ऊर्ध्वश्च नारायणः अधश्च नारायणः अन्तर्बहिश्च नारायणः नारायण एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं निष्कलो निरञ्जनो निर्विकल्पो निराख्यात शुद्धो देव एको नारायणः न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित् य एवं वेद स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति ओमित्यग्रे व्याहरेद् नम इति पश्चात् नारायणायेत्युपरिष्टाद् ओमित्येकाक्षरं नम इति द्वे अक्षरे नारायणायेति पञ्चाक्षराणि एतद्वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदं यो ह वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदमध्येति अनभब्रुवः सर्वमायुरेति विन्दते प्राजापत्यगं रायस्पोषं गौपत्यं ततोऽमृतत्वमश्नुत इति य एवं वेद प्रत्यगानन्दं ब्रह्मपुरुषं प्रणवस्वरूपम् अकार उकार मकार इति तानेकधा समभरत्तदेतदोमिति यमुक्त्वा मुच्यते योगी जन्मसंसारबन्धनात् ॐ नमो नारायणायेति मन्त्रोपासकः वैकुण्ठभुवनलोकं गमिष्यति तदिदं परं पुण्डरीकं विज्ञानघनं तस्मात् तदिदावन्मात्रं ब्रह्मण्यो देवकी पुत्रो ब्रह्मण्यो मधुसूदनोम सर्वभूतस्तमेकं नारायणं कारणरूपमकारपरब्रह्मोम एतदथर्वशिरो योधीते प्रातरधीयानो रात्रिकृतं पापन्नाशयति सायमधीयानो दिवसकृतं पापन्नाशयति माध्यन्दिनमादित्याभिमुखो धीयान पञ्चपातकोपपातकात् प्रमुच्यते सर्ववेदपारायण पुण्यं लभते नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. What a joy when we have our Veda Parayanam every day morning. Second aspect today, our Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana in our Ashtadikpalakas. Today it is the Vayu Devata. And what to talk about the Vayu Devata and Vayu Devata's Mahima and the glory. In that Shanti Mantra, Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmavadisham or Brahmavadishyami Rutam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami. So directly we have the Veda Mantra as an authority where it is said that the Vayu is Sakshat Parabrahma. In the Upanishads like Prashna as well as Brahadaranyaka, we can see all the Indriyas thinking that they are great, they are great, they are great. Each one tries to go out of that ego. Nothing happens to the personality. When all of them are done, Vayu wants to go. Then all of them are also going away. Then they all realize the Vayu is the real Bhagavan, real greatest among all of them. So they all request Vayu Devata, don't leave and go, please stay, please stay. And a beautiful stuti. All Indriyas, Indriyadhisthana Devatas do to the Vayu Bhagwan there. In Brahadaranyaka it is, every of the Indriya goes 1 year and comes back. And they say, how come you are still intact when I went away? And each of them said, koi baat nahi, hum reh sakte hain. So in that way, the Vayu Bhagwan is the Pranadata, one of the Ashtadikpalakas. So in that way, by remembering the Vayu continuously itself, hence becoming aware of our breath, etc., one can really quieten his mind and see the Lord expressing as Vayu, giving us life, which has all the beauties, joys for us to offer, isn't it? To offer to us, outer and inner. The Vayu is Sakshat Parabrahma. Vayu is the Parameshwara himself. Vayu Bhagavan, we can recognize his contribution, glory. Then we can, as every day we do, Vidmahe Dhimahi Prachodaya. Okay. So the mantra is very simple. Om Dhvajahastaya Vidmahe Pranarupaya Dhimahi Tanno Vayu Prachodayat. So simple. So Dhvajahastaya Vidmahe, maybe Bhagavan Vayu has got the Dhvaja in his hands. Then the Pranarupaya Dhimahi is the one who, because of whom we all have the prana, the life. Whether to account the worldly joys or the spiritual evolutions, it's only because of the Vayu Bhagavan. So Tanno Vayu Prachodayat. What prachodanam we ask the Vayu Bhagavan? Like every day we are asking each of the devatas that may the Lord do the prachodana of all our faculties, especially the buddhi, towards the Paramatma Tattva exclusive. We are already delayed. We need to experience the Paramatatva. The more we delay, the more he becomes farther and distant because of our involvement in the world and creating the vasanas. Only after the Jivan Mukti, that while living in the world also, we will not be forming vasanas, because at that time everything is realized as Brahman. Before that, we cannot take it for granted. Every experience at the ego level, individual level, definitely forms some tendencies, and each of them becomes a karma, giving us also the karma residue or the karma phala, to experience which, from the highest state of meditation, sometimes we may be thrown down into the lowest levels also. Keeping all that in mind, without any postponement, ask only this one, even the Vayu Devata. Okay, start. Om Dhajahastaya Vidmahe Pranarupaya Dhimahi Tanno Vayuh Prachodayat. Om Dhvajahastaya Vidmahe Pranarupaya Dhimahi Tanno Vayuh Prachodayat. Om Dhvajahastaya Vidmahe Pranarupaya Dhimahi Tanno Vayu 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 Prachodayat. Om Dhvajahastaya Vidmahe प्राणरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो वायुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ध्वजहस्ताय विद्महे प्राणरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो वायुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ध्वजहस्ताय विद्महे प्राणरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो वायुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ध्वजहस्ताय विद्महे प्राणरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो वायुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वायुरूपपरब्रह्मणे नमः। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपालय परिपालय परमात्मप्राप्तिं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु. You can just feel that Vayu Devata all over the universe, all over the world, giving that prana to all the jivas. It's such a beautiful things. When we remember, the mind becomes softer and tender, which is very essential. Right, friends? Two things we have done. Quickly we go through today our sessions. Third one is our common sense thought. Today's common sense thought is very, very obvious and simple for all of us. We all know with our throughout life so many experiences this simple fact. Let us make use of that fact, that's all. The fact is that the world is nothing but the echo. The world is nothing but the resonance. World is nothing but the reply to what we give to the world. World reciprocates what we give back to us. Whatever you give to the world gives back the same thing to us. Good, thank God. And thing is, world being little bigger, powerful, stronger than us, it can give back to us whatever we give, multifold also. This is the principle. Good or bad, whatever we give. Then why can't we encash it? Isn't it? It's in our hands what to give. And the principle is whatever we give, that's what boomerangs and comes back to us. Right? So therefore, what should we give to the world? So that the world gives back to us. Isn't it? Two things are essential. Only two we talk about, not much. One, if we can give prema to the world, the love, isn't it? If we can give that unconditional, uncontaminated, pure, exclusive love to this world, start giving it. It comes back to us. Beautiful it is. प्रेम देते जाना प्रेम मिलता जाएगा. And these two things which we talk, two ways they are given. At the gross level outside, expressing it. Love is always expressed in terms of forgiveness, in terms of, seva, in terms of tolerance, in terms of giving from our side, in terms of non-expectation. All of them are the expressions of prema. Start doing it grossly to the world around so that people see that we are the embodiment of love. We are giving that love to them. They tried, they tested us, they have seen it, and they really appreciate us, enjoy, love us, reciprocating that love. Express it. छुपाना नहीं अंदर, जहाँ कहीं भी जरूरत है और एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं, there we can express. These are the things everybody likes. The forgiving others, initiative to help them, solve their problems. These are all people appreciate, they welcome it. So we can do it. In some exclusive cases, for people, if they don't like us, they may not receive it. They may not appreciate it. They use common sense and just be aware of it. That's it. बट जहाँ कहीं मौका मिलता है एक्सप्रेस करते जाओ. इन टुडेज वर्ल्ड स्पेशली नीड्स लव सो मच देन एवर. तो प्यार बांटते चलो, देते जाओ, इट विल कम बैक टू अस. वन इज ग्रास्ड एज द आउटर साधन. Again, the same thing, the love, certainly as our inner sadhana, be attentive. This is more important, wherein our inner personality truly becomes the embodiment of prayer. Inside means whenever the time is there, close the eyes, right from the entire universe up to your own seemingly bitter enemy for whatever the harm he has done. Just close the eyes and feel that heart filled with love for that personality. And that flooding of the love should flood away, flush away any of the hatreds, any of the bitter experiences we have gone through that personality. So our bosom is filled with light of love only, cleaned up all that kachra. Nobody troubles us, harms us, unless we deserve it in the form of prarabdha. Sometimes to exhaust the prarabdha, the problems from the world come. Sometimes to empower us, to test us, to strengthen us, they come. And even in the totality, sometimes some dukkha comes to us without our own personal prarabdha. If we have not done anything, if at all such thing happens, the Lord will compensate for it. यार मैंने तुमको समष्टि के हिस्सा के कारण I gave you a dukkha that which you were never deserving. You didn't do anything for that. So in compensation of that, so I am giving this too. Sometimes when you harm someone without their doing anything, don't we compensate? कुछ तो कुछ करते हैं ना. Same way Bhagavan does. If some dukkha prarabdha comes to us without our doing anything, if any dukkha comes to us. So this is an explanation. Therefore, any dukkha comes, that need not be creating that vengeance, hatred in us to reciprocate. So from our side, if at all so far such things entertained, with this wisdom they are eliminated. Same time, positively, the heart is filled with our love. So much, so much that we are not even talking. But in our presence, the people around are feeling a different joy, different, what do you call, inexplicable comfort and security. We have seen this in Puja Gurudev's presence. Is an embodiment of love so much. People, for no reason in his presence, just will have the tears only in the eyes. वो कोई बोल नहीं रहे बस. And some people, by one glance of look throughout the life, they found the comforting. My Guru has looked at me, my life is done. So much love is to have. So, with our words, with our looks, with all our touches, actions, we can express love wherever, whichever, whatever is permitted, allowed. But more than that, within ourselves, to cleanse our heart of all the the disturbing values, disturbing thoughts, disturbing samskaras, disturbing attitudes, disturbing intentions, to flood them away. Hold on to this principle, come what may. Whatever the way it is, within me, I am loving all. Unfortunately, our heart right now, because of not getting trained, even towards saints and sages also, we can't express our bhakti and prema. Then how can we do it to the seemingly non-positive people? How can we express that love towards animals, etc.? Sabko, birds, plants, all of them deserve our prema. Every planet, every star, every of the solar system, any extent you can go and express the love. That is one thing today. And a big topic it is. Further you think. Second is the Shraddha aspect. Everything is Brahman. Brahman alone is Ishvara. And Ishvara alone is a Jagat. So the Ishvara never does anything negative. So why doubt anyone? Shraddha rakho. Isn't it? So much powerful Shraddha that even the bittermost criminal also, not only acting positively for us, towards us, okay, in front of us, but because of our Shraddha, that personality himself changing from the utmost negative to the utmost positive. In this case, Out of so many examples, the best example is the Guru Shishya Sambandh. It is Guru's Shraddha in the disciple that this fellow today is absolutely extroverted and worldly. Tomorrow he will definitely become introverted and spiritual. With that Shraddha, the Guru teaches. The result, within few months or years, maybe some lives, such a rank, materialistic, worldly, extroverted, criminal type of personality also becomes great saint, great sadhaka, great jignasu, great mahavakta, which is Guru Shraddha. Example, on the disciple, that disciple gets mounted. Plenty way it can be explained, but that much is enough for us to catch that इस जगत में श्रद्धा भक्त प्रेम की जरूरत है. Give that love expressed as service also, forgiveness also, etc. In whatever the way you can. Don't what you call compare or estimate what they are doing, what they are saying. They were accordingly only I will do. He didn't smile to me, I will also not smile. He didn't say "Are you good morning, I will also not say. That is ignorant people. We are sadhakas. For our whole personality has to become purified, beautified, divinized. So continuously we do this practice. कभी कभी उसका उल्टा रिजल्ट भी होता है कोई नहीं. We have tried that moment. We have tried to express honestly our love and श्रद्धा. And सबके लिए एक आंसर है ऊपर वाला देखता है. The karma phaladata is watching our all kaika, vachika, manasika karma. Let us bank upon that, isn't it? He will never depreciate or feel bad. Why did you love the Jagat? Why did you have faith? He will not. Even if he says, we can say, "Arey, the whole Jagat is you only. You should be loved and I should have faith for you, isn't it, Lord?" He will say, "Ah, yeah, yeah, भूल गया मैं, मैं ये सब कुछ हूँ." He will say that. So it's always beautiful. So what we give to the world, we get back from the world. Two things we saw, love and Shraddha. Like that, so many are there. When you can give to the world, it comes back to us multifold. Make use of this simple principle. I say try karo. Glory ke din. Happy glory to all. तेरा तारीख तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लगे मेरा enjoy life of just giving love. The love is expression of divinity. All other qualities of anger, taking revenge, isn't it? Hatred because of something happened, they're all expression of the strong ego. What should we express, ego or divinity? Therefore. So to always doubtful and suspicious is the lakshana of the ahankar. Shraddha is the lakshana of the Parama. Divinity ka lakshan hai wo. Isn't it? So express that Shraddha to the world. Anywhere somebody wants to work in your house. So if you require the minimum credentials, minimum qualifications that are required for the work to be done, if he possesses, have Shraddha. Whether it is servant, whether it is subordinate, whether it is employee, कोई भी हो, हर जगह पे श्रद्धा रखना चाहिए. Minimum what we need for our work, he is fulfilling. Like you want somebody to be a driver. Firstly, उसको driving आना चाहिए. You should have that license and all. Their minimum. ऐसा नहीं कि स्वामी इसके पास कुछ नहीं है, मैंने आपने कहा इसलिए आउट ऑफ श्रद्धा आई गिव हिम ड्राइवर, उस जॉब ठोक दिया उसने गाड़ी को. ऐसा नहीं करना. Every time we need not tell this common sense thought, again in the common sense thought. That those minimum things anyway. है ना? You told me and I appointed him or her as a cook, then सारा खाना बना दिया, खराब कर दिया. But he is a professional cook? No, he is somebody else. No, he should be professional. Thereafter, that kida in our mind of always doubts, no need. Bas have faith. In this world, with Shraddha, so many people got molded. You know that. He says, मैं इतना गलत कर रहा हूँ तभी ये मास्टर को मेरे ऊपर श्रद्धा है. So if I am positive, how much you will love me, take care of me. That type of thought comes. Remember, after all are human beings. सबका दिमाग. कुछ का already high level पे it's working. For many, it's not yet started. Who knows, with our these attitudes, the people's intellects may start working positively. Definitely. In that way, while doing our own sadhana, while serving the world, while expressing what we have learned in Shastras, we are giving a chance for an individual to mold also. That's a big contribution to the world, that because of our these type of attitudes, the people are becoming positive. Beautiful it is. Okay. This is enough. Thank you. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yerime Gurubhi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyana. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om Sukrute Dhikrute Bahudha Bhavato. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam. Om Parabrahmane Shrutimatre. Samasta Brahma Vidyacharyebhyo ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवद शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरन्तर शास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्नसमूल निर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च तस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायामागतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ओम अथ पारायणम् अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। Friends, we have done in the 15th chapter, in the chanting, sorry, in the 4th chapter. How many we have done? I believe we have done Narayana. 12 is over. 13, 14, 15 we have done. 16, 17, 18. Om Ghrutat Param Mandamivati Sukshmam Jnatva Shivam Sarva Bhuteshu Gudham Vishwasyaitam Pariveshchitaram Jnatva Devam Muchyate Sarvapashaihi Esha Devo Vishwakarma Mahatma Sada Jananam Hrudaye Sannivishtaha Hruda Manisha Manasabhikluptaha य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति यदा तमस्तन्न दिवानरात्रिः न सन्न च सन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी. That chanting is done. Now our study, where every shloka, every shabda with Bhashya, we are trying our best to study about this most enchanting sweet Shwethashwathara Upanishad. 6th chapter, yes, taking good time, but it is keeping us in touch with the Brahma Swarupa Lakshana, Tatastha Lakshana. Otherwise, the mind and Maya in the world, which can never be trusted, are so powerful that they can drag us into world and worldliness and make us totally forget that we are Adhyatmika Sadhakas. And the cunning devil mind goes on saying, अब तो साधक हो ना, कल करो साधना, परसों करो, बाद में पढ़ो ना उपनिषद, मना कौन करे? पढ़ेंगे, अवश्य पढ़ेंगे. We will do sadhana also. Such a sweet way the mind tells, like the one who has taken the debt from you, money, loan pay. how he lovingly sweetly says, नहीं मैं कल ही दे रहा हूँ, मैं परसों ही दे दूंगा, बस देखो वो हो गया, deal is done, I'm just going to get money. He said morning only, but just now he said sorry, I couldn't do it on time. By afternoon I'll deposit money. He told me, see the message? I'll pay, like the fellow says. In this way, our mind goes on that way. Keep postponing our sadhana. Makes us, fool. Makes us accept, feel that I am a sadhaka, but never allows us to do any sadhana. It's interesting. No? Many people have Desha Bhakta, but never thinks about Desha, glory, and what to do for my nation. But he says, yeah. So to some people say, I am Guru Bhakta. Do remember at least to Guru, to have his picture, do his Pada Puja, are you doing his stotras, are you studying his books, are you meditating on what he said? Nothing. But who are you? I am Guru Bhakta. Are? How can it be? That's what the mind is. Outside the label, inside खोखला, no stuff at all. इस डिब्बे में मूंगफली है, बाहर लिखा है, पर अंदर एक कागज है मूंगफली करके. There is no मूंगफली. In the same way, the mind has its own life. Thank God, we are every day reminding ourselves of this truth through the study of Upanishad. Right? The mantra is 12th one. Om Eko Vashi Nishkriyanam Bahunam Ekam Bijam Baudhaya Karoti Tamatmastam Yenu Pashyanti Dhiraha Tesham Sukham Shashwatam Netaresham. So, Bhagavan Shankara took special interest in explaining this sentence, Nishkriyanam Bahuna. While commenting on that, the essence of entire Vedanta he has presented. That I and you, as an Atman, the Brahman, are Akarta and Abhokta. Then, in my presence, the pure Sachidananda Paramatma, the Upadhis which are Kalpita, in them, the Kartrutva Bhoktruttvas happen. Inadvertently, these karmas, etc., of the upadhis, vikriyas, etc., the upadhis, modification, inadvertently, ignorantly, we superimpose on ourselves. That's how we just became and continue to become the jiva continuously. Vichitrana. That's what he beautifully said. It is such a powerful bhashya, sweet bhashya, complete one, worthy of, in fact, remembering every day. What is it? Sarvahi kriyaha na atmani samavetaha kintu dehendriyeshu. All kriyas are in the upadhis, not in the atman. And it is the kriyas or the karma joined together for your joy. It's a kriya karma. They are the ones giving the result, bind us to the limitations. The kriyas are belonging to the dehendriyadi, not to the atman. What is Atman? Wonderful. Remember, the self is Nishkriyaha, Nirgunaha, Sattvadi Gunarayitaha, Kutastaha San. Nishkriyaha, Nirgunaha, Sattvadi Gunarayitaha, Kutastaha. Kutastaha, unmodifiable, always the same. Sattvadi Gunarayitaha, the gunas belong to the Prakriti, not to the consciousness. Consciousness is not Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, mind you. So to Nirgunaha, the consciousness is not as the qualities, the gunas of the Buddhis gunas, Manas gunas, Indriya guna, none of these gunas are there in the pure Paramatma. And also the gunas of the Vastus, whichever the measurable qualities, the colors, let us say black and white, the smells, fragrance or not fragrant, odor, these are all the gunas, the qualities with which a thing is described. So Bhagavan is not having those gunas also. Because those gunas get destroyed, then the guni also gets destroyed. Therefore, that way is nirguna. And sabse pehle nishkriyaha. Remember why Paramatma is not without kriyas? One, he is infinite, no? Only a finite does some karma. to become infinite or at least grow is already infinite. Only finite has something to do to achieve something. The other things, the happiness aspect. The Paramatma is always blissful. Only one miserable, he has to do something to become happy. He is already happy. So in that way, is Nishkriya, Nirgunaha, Sattvaadi Gunarahitaha, Utastha. Son, being so, Anatma Dharman, Atmani Adhyasya. The Anatma Upadhis, their dharmas, superimposed on the real conscious self in me, Abhimanyate. This is the terrible thing. What is the Abhimana we now have? Having become Jiva by superimposing on us the self, the qualities of the Anatma, we have become this now. What is that? Karta. I'm the doer. Bhokta. I'm the enjoyer. Sukhi. I'm happy. Dukhi. Miserable. Krishaha. I'm thin. Sthula. I'm fat. Manushyaha. I'm human being. Then Amushyaputraha. I'm son of so and so. Asya Napta. I'm the grandson of so and so. Iti. This is how the delusion. You know how much we have to contemplate on these ultimate guidances for understanding what's said literally. Then how much we have to contemplate on to grasp the truth of it. Then how much we have to be deep in our inner meditation to discard all these projections and cause of projection, the identifications with the upadhi. Then realize the nirupadhika atma. This is the, in nutshell, the entire Adhyatmika Shastra Sara, Jnana Sara, sadhanas to be done, goal to be reached. Can we catch in one slokas, one lines, Bhashya Bhagavan has completely guided us. Nothing is left in fact. That's the beauty of Upanishad and the greatness of our Param Guru Adi Shankara Bhagavan. I am Nirgunaha, I am Nishkriyaha. I am Sattvaadi Gunarahita, Aham Kutastha, Satchidatma Asmi. Karta, Bhokta, Sukhi, Dukhi, Sthulaha, Krushaha, Manushaha, Putraha, then Napta. These all are the things of the Upadhis, not me. Can we realize it? Can we think about it? Can we give more weightage, value to this knowledge? Isn't it? You know, knowing two parties and their portfolios, whatever you call not portfolio, their agendas, etc., manifestos, then we have to have wisdom to vote. Here also, this is a self, its Swarupa Lakshanas, Tadastha Lakshanas are that. And this is a not self. To whom let us vote? It's very personal, very subject. In myself, to the self only I am voting. Always I am living as the self, trying to discover the self, me the self, not the not self. See, the deepest thought is what? We are our own cheats. We are our own deceivers. Deception. We are deceiving our own selves, not giving chance to anyone. There is nobody to deceive us. I am deceiving myself by discarding my own selfhood and accepting the not self as self. Suffering. Okay. Now here we have exhaustively seen the Gita shlokas quoted by Bhagavan Shankara to substantiate this point that in the self no kriya possible. Only ahankara gunatma karta iti manyate. We'll browse through that also. Prakritehi kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. Again, if I start, it will be half an hour explanation. I give a hint, you do the homework. Wherever there is ahankara, it expresses as karta. Wherever is the karta doing the karma for his own any type of benefits, even it is to maintain his individuality, it is called as ahankara. So whenever I am egoistic, I involve in the karma leading to some karma phala. Whenever I am doing some karma to get some karma phala, I am becoming strong in my ahankara. That is the meaning of ahankara vimuda atma karta ahamiti manyate. So aham karomi is ahankara. Atma is the pure self. Vimuda is deluded. Your self is not deluded. Self is untouched. But I only am that self. Kept my selfhood away. Then through the karma as a karta, I am deluded. Doing karma only to get the karma phala. Contemplate on this point. Ahankara vimudhatma kartahaviti manyate. है ना? See, Vedanta, simplest it is, but it has to remain in our heart, and that's what we have to become. Means that way of life we have to express. Point one, the upadhis cannot work without Paramatma. Therefore, are the upadhis working? No. Paramatma has nothing to work for, isn't it? Therefore, what is it? In the presence of Paramatma, upadhis are working. Neither for the upadhis nor for Paramatma. That purposeless expression is called Leela. If at all you want to pull and express some purpose, it is only to express joy. That I can do, that I can express, I am expressing. That's it. Can you contemplate on this thought? Think. Paramatma doesn't need to do any karma. Then the upadhis are jada by themselves. They cannot do anything without Paramatma's presence. So then what's happening? In his presence, upadhis are doing neither for the upadhis purpose nor for Paramatma's purpose. Suddenly somebody in between comes, claims the purpose. That fellow is the Shankara. He is the crossbreeding between the upadhi as well as the self. That's called Jiva, you and I. We're all Jiva, just, the mixing up of these two, which is not required. Be the self, be conscious of all, allow the upadhis to function. You are not associated with it. But this knowledge clicking to us, the ability to do all this comes only when we are purified. So till we become purified, we do responsibly as an individual all the purifying activities. They are called karma yoga, bhakti yoga, all of them. The opposite of karma bhoga, asakti roga, they are the impurifying aspects. With them performed, with maintaining the heart's impurity, this knowledge will not be becoming ours. We cannot abide ourselves in this knowledge that I am the self, I am a karta bhokta, in my presence, upadhis are functioning, neither to lose anything nor to gain anything. It's only to express that ability, the joy. That's it. I'm expressing my bliss and my ability in doing all these functions. That's it. I'm not expecting anything. I'm not lacking anything. These are all very higher things. They'll click to us when we become purified. Therefore, we have to do the karma for purification of heart. Same time every day, keep that in the mind that my goal is to reach to my essential self, which is akarta bhokta, as I entertain karma. Right, friends? Now, next one is this is about ahankara gudatma karta ahamiti manyate. What about the knower of the self? Tattva vitu mahabaho gunakara vibhagayoho gunaha guneshu artante iti matva na sanchati. He knows the gunas are functioning as gunas. So simple it is. The sattva guna working with the help of rajoguna in the tamoguna. That's it. Tamoguna is the objects, the dravya. With the dravya only I keep on working. See, this bookmarker, Gurudev, I lifted. This object is tamoguna. And the action is happening because of the rajoguna. I lifted, I moved and I kept back. And my intellect is telling, do this action. It is sattva-guna. So sattva-guna making the working in the tamoguna with the help of rajoguna. And who am I? Durguna nahi hai, nirguna, the sakshi, that I am the conscious of all these things. The sattva rajas tamoguna ka expressions ka sakshi mai hu, I am the witness. That's it. I have nothing to lose or gain from it. Beautiful is this meditation. And strengthen all the time. Vedanta or Jnana has to be strengthened by contemplation and experienced by meditation and expressed all the time. So simple. Okay. Then प्रकृतेः गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु. ये तो अल्टीमेट है, तगड़ा है. इसका हम कल डिस्कस करते हैं. Then we have the other three lines. एकं बीजं बहुधा यः करोति तमात्मस्त्वेन पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं न इतरेषाम्. All this we have to study. One liner only the Bhashya, but very pregnant. We will see tomorrow. For this one thought, प्रकृतेः गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु. Those who are deluded by the Prakriti and its guna, they alone are caught up in the gunas and actions. So, in fact, till we realize the actual self, remember the Satchidananda Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti, we are all deluded in the Prakriti, by Prakriti and acting in the Prakriti only. So, Prakritehe guna sammoodaha sarjante guna karma. So, very high level of Vedanta. The wise person never bothered about the outer actions and their results and the gunas, the qualities of the upadis. ये सब प्रकृति को belong करते. I am not deluded by identifying myself with that. I am not prakriti guna sammooda. I am prakriti and its gunas. I am the sakshi for it. And I am experiencing it every moment. I am conscious. The jnani lives that audacity, that type of life. I am not guna sammooda. I use the gunas for serving the world. I am not used by the gunas. Therefore, my karmas are not karmas giving karma phala to me. They are blessing to the world. Ishvara Leela, like that. Okay. Meditate on all these things. Tomorrow we'll see. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Purnamadaha Srutimatre Namaha Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you very much. Wonderful, patient audience. Great. Take care.